picking up women? It's a question I get asked all the time. Estefano, how can I really start picking up tons of women? And the answer's simple. Never show them that you're thirsty. Because the mistake most men make is appearing way too desperate. I'm sure you know this. You go into a club and right there on the dance floor are a pair of the hottest girls you've ever seen. What do 99% of guys do? Nothing. They just stare and never do a thing. What they're in fact doing is communicating that they're desperate, they're not confident, they're alone, and above all, they don't trust themselves to get what they really want. The truth is, the more you need a woman and the more you salivate over her when she's nearby, the lower your chances with her get. There's a reason why those guys who don't seem to need women in their lives are always getting more women. They don't appear needy. You can imagine this working the same way with loans, actually. If you go to a bank and you absolutely need a loan in order to pay your rent, you're not going to get it. But if you come off as having all the money you need and the ability to pay it back at any time, then you'll get the loan, no problem. And with women, it's exactly the same. Women notice when you're desperate and they hate it because that shows that you don't have any other options in your life, which can only mean that you're unattractive and uninteresting. If you're thirsty for chicks, women are going to pick up on that in hundreds of tiny details, like in the way you try as hard as you can not to say anything wrong, or in the way you're nervous around her, or in the way you seem like you'll do anything in order to get her to like you. She picks up on all these things in seconds, knowing exactly how you feel about your situation before you say a word. This doesn't mean that you have to pretend not to be interested in women, because of course, if you do that, you'll end up with nobody. If you really want to know how to pick up lots of girls, you need to figure out how to manage a sort of balancing act. You need to learn how to give women the impression that you don't need them while at the same time you're taking one step after the other in order to actually get her to be yours. That means you talk to her, you make her laugh, you have a first date. You do all these things without ever appearing desperate or needy in front of her. When you talk to her, you're doing it because you want to see if you two are compatible, not because you're about to die from loneliness if you don't get a woman in your life. When you say that you like her, you're doing it because that's the way you feel, not because you think that's the way to get her to sleep with you or date you. And when you ask her out on a date, you're doing it because you think both of you would have a good time and not because you think she'd be doing you a favor if she said yes. The point is, the more it doesn't matter to you what happens when you try to get with a woman, the better your chances are of actually getting her. It shouldn't be all the same because she's not important to you. Instead, because this woman who you barely know doesn't have control over your feelings and your mental well-being just because she's got a pretty face and a push-up bra. Other mothers have beautiful daughters too. Of course, this is just the beginning of what you need in order to really start pulling down women like nobody's business. All the rest you'll find in my free report, how you can get just about any girl in bed or in a relationship. It's available with a single click on the free download button, so grab a copy now and check it out. Aside from that, I'll send you PDFs, MP3s, and training videos all about picking up women with shocking regularity. These are chock full of secrets about how to pick up those really foxy women you've been wanting. And most men are never going to find these out. So click on the free download button now and we'll see each other on the other side in the full reports and training videos. Till then.